Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin shortly. Please take your seats and turn off your cell phones. Please take your seats and turn off your cell phones. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please so we can begin the ceremony. My name is Nenad Jukic and I'm a professor of information systems in the Quinlan School of Business. I draw your attention to the faculty processional that will be led by members of Loyola Quinlan School of Business faculty and members of the Dean's Party. President Rooney, Provost Callahan, officers of the university, guests of honor, members of the faculty and administration, candidates for graduation, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 148th annual commencement of Loyola University Chicago for the Quinlan School of Business. Will everyone Will everyone please stand and join Miss Lillian Murphy in singing the national anthem? We ask that you remain standing until the invocation has been given.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It is now my privilege to present Reverend Scott Hendrickson of the Society of Jesus, who will give the invocation.
Let us pray. Almighty God, Creator and Redeemer, you who hear our prayers and grace us in so many ways, we invoke your presence with us this day as we celebrate the diversity of gifts and talents in the class of 2018. We are grateful for the constant support and love of our family and friends. We are grateful for the lifelong friendships we have formed. We are grateful for the faculty, staff, and administrators who have challenged us and inspired us to learn and to serve. God of all seasons, as we send forth these graduates, in great confidence we pray that they will be models of servant leadership who embody a faith that does justice. And we pray in your name, amen.
Will everyone please be seated? It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Joanne Rooney, President, Loyola University of Chicago, who will offer a few words of welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Wonderful. Thanks for joining us at this wonderful celebration. On behalf of the students, faculty, staff, and trustees of Loyola University Chicago, and our worldwide network of alumni, family, and friends, I welcome the Quinlan School of Business, graduates, family, loved ones, and friends to this 148th commencement. I extend the warmest of wishes to all our graduates, families, friends, and loved ones for being here on this special day. This is an exciting day. It is one of those rites of passage steeped in history that marks a clear dividing line, an emotion-filled ending, but also an exhilarating, boundless beginning. A new chapter, a new book, a new adventure, a new vocation, a beginning, a commencement. It is now my pleasure to present Dr. Kevin Stevens, Dean of the Quinlan School of Business.
Thank you, Dr. Rooney. On behalf of the entire Quinlan community, I am delighted to welcome you to this annual celebration of achievement. I would especially like to welcome and thank Dr. Joanne Rooney, our president, Provost Margaret Callahan, our featured speaker, Nicki Pecori Fioretti, and our student speaker, Demitra Giannaras, for joining us here today. Many thanks also to the Loyola Wind Ensemble and all those who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to orchestrate this wonderful event. Graduates, your big day is finally here. As Dean, I have been impressed time and time again by all of your accomplishments, not just for yourselves, but also for others. You have consulted with Chicago businesses, helping them improve their business practices and better serve their communities. You have written business plans and marketing plans. You have sharpened your skills and knowledge through countless group projects, papers, and exams. You have worked closely with our faculty and experienced the transformative educational experience that Quinlan cultivates in all our programs. You've also traveled the world, from the Quinlan Ramble to visit leading U.S. businesses, to study abroad programs in Rome, Southeast Asia, Spain, Mexico, and more. In true Jesuit fashion, those experiences have strengthened your conviction that business has an important role to play in creating a better world for shareholders and community stakeholders. Today, you receive a degree from one of the nation's top business schools. With that degree, you also receive a challenge. Continue to do well and to do good. Make your mark in your profession, but also devote your energy to being a force for good within whatever field you work. If each of us meets this challenge, imagine what a better world this would be. And let me not forget the friends and family here today who have supported our graduates and helped them reach this day of celebration. Thank you. Now I invite everyone to join me in congratulating the Loyola University Chicago Quinlan School of Business Class of 2018.
With pleasure, I present Demitra Giannaras, candidate for the degree of Masters of Business Administration, who will offer some remarks on behalf of the entire student community of the Quinlan School of Business.
Dr. Rooney, Provost Callahan, Dean Stephen, faculty, guests, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Before I start my speech, I just wanted to start by thanking my family for all of their support, especially my mom, who made a lot of sacrifices for me to be on this stage today. Thank you. So when I was a kid, like most kids, I didn't know that I wanted to study business, and I had limited exposure to what it even meant to be a business person. In those days, my family and I had this tradition where every New Year's Day, we'd watch these comedies from the 30s that starred the Marx Brothers. Their movies tended to satirize business people, and one of the main characters in these films was named Groucho. He had these crazy thick eyebrows and this big mustache, and he was the prime example of how not to behave in the business world. Groucho would frequently say things like, "The secret of success is honesty and fair dealing. If you can fake those, you've got it made." Or my personal favorite, "No man goes before his time unless the boss leaves early." Suffice it to say, our university's commitment to teaching ethics and social responsibility has ensured that we have not become a graduating class of Grouchos, And it's one of the major reasons why my classmates and I are very proud that we'll be calling Loyola our alma mater today. Our professors have helped us develop the competencies in order to be outstanding leaders with a strong sense of integrity. In Theodora Bryan's ethics class, a class I think about almost every day, we learned about why ethical leaders and stakeholder strategies play such an important role in the long-term survival of companies. In John Caltagironi's Global Logistics course, we learned how important it is for business leaders to maintain visibility throughout the whole supply chain. He taught us that in an increasingly globalized world, it has become even more critical that we select business partners that have high ethical standards. I'll be honest, we're entering a world that is faced with many daunting challenges. Over the last several years alone, on the corporate side, we've seen numerous examples of unethical business leadership. We've seen consumers become the victims of many forms of corporate corruption and negligence, including massive fraud in the financial sector, the lack of protection of user data by social media platforms, and big pharma companies charging unbelievably high prices for life-saving drugs. A story broke last year about a very powerful pharmaceutical company that bought the right to EpiPens. EpiPens are devices about so big that are used to delay the effects of a fatal allergic reaction. The pharmaceutical company called Mylan that acquired the rights to EpiPen over the course of 5 years raised the prices of these life-saving devices by 509%. What are the chances that financially struggling families can afford them now that the price per package has gone up to $608? And though this is shocking, similar stories of corporate corruption are all too common. Our country has also experienced significant changes in legislation in the wake of the new administration, which will certainly impact the domestic and international business environments. We've witnessed the repeal of the Equal Pay Rule, which required companies of 100 employees or more to report worker incomes by race, gender, and ethnicity. This rule was meant to reduce pay disparities, and it's gone. This lack of pay transparency is particularly alarming because we also live in an era where employees have to fear retaliation if they tell their salary level to their coworkers. How could we solve this issue if we can't have open conversations about it? We've seen the weakening of the Volcker Rule and the Dodd-Frank Act, which placed major regulations in the financial industry to the purpose of protecting consumers and preventing another financial crash like the one that occurred in 2008. These regulations have prevented banks from engaging in abusive lending and mortgage practices and have required financial advisors to act in the best interests of their clients. Our country is one of 3 in the entire world that will not participate in the Paris Climate Agreement as of 2020, whose purpose is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and we are the 2nd largest emitter of gas emissions on the planet. All these factors and the use of misinformation have been used to undermine the well-being of our families, diverse communities, and our Jesuit traditions of caring for the poor and the weak. But Quinlan has prepared us for this world in a way that no other institution could have, with a strong emphasis on excellence, social responsibility, and grace under pressure. In the absence of these government regulations and the abundance of corporate corruption, we as business leaders can bridge the gap that is forming and hold our teams and organizations accountable to a set of ethical standards. We'll be able to shape organizational cultures so they are diverse and collaborative, and implement policies that promote equal pay. Our professors, who in many instances have become our close mentors, have inspired us to think bravely and to discern the difference between making the popular decision and the right one. Today, we're graduating at an extraordinary time in our country's history, and this is our moment to make a difference. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Demi, for this wonderful speech. It is now my privilege to invite Dean Kevin Stevens back to the podium to introduce our commencement speaker.
I am now pleased to introduce Ms. Nicki Pecori Fioretti, who will be delivering our commencement address. Nicki is a true person for others. For those of you not familiar with the phrase person for others, it was inspired by Pedro Arrupe, a Jesuit priest and the namesake of Loyola's own Arrupe College. 45 years ago, Father Arrupe challenged the alumni of Jesuit schools and universities to be engaged in the struggle for justice, to protect the needs of the most vulnerable. Nicki has done just that throughout her career and her volunteer work. With the help of an MBA from Loyola, Nicki is a key advocate for people who need affordable housing and other resources. She has helped launch programs needed to serve children with autism spectrum disorders and other developmental disabilities. She is helping in the fight to eliminate pediatric cancer, and she has been a staunch supporter of Loyola and the Quinlan School of Business. I am pleased that Nicki is with us today to share her insights. Please join me in welcoming Nicki to the podium.
Good morning, Dr. Rooney, Provost Callahan, Dean Stevens, faculty and guests. And I would take a moment to thank my parents who are here for their love, support, and sacrifice, and from whom I inherited my love of reading and learning. And to my husband, who's here today also, who inspires me every day with his love, intelligence, and compassion and work ethic. And I would especially like to say good morning to our Loyola University Quinlan School of Business graduates. Doesn't that sound nice? Loyola University Quinlan School of Business graduate. Let that roll through your mind for a moment and savor it, and just remember how hard you worked to get here today. I'm so proud to be here with you at what's the beginning of a world of wonderful opportunities. And before I start any project like preparing these remarks, I try to go to the core of what it is I'm trying to communicate. So like anything today, you start by Googling, right? So I Googled, what does it mean to be a Jesuit? Now with Pope Francis, probably the world's most famous Jesuit, well, Sister Jean's probably giving him a run for second place. There's plenty of content available online, and here we are some 480 years into Jesuit history, and I propose that the founding Jesuit principles are as relevant, if not more relevant today, than they were in the 1500s. And they are to promote social justice, foster dialogue between cultures and religions, and serve wherever the need is the greatest. We have a very important mission to uphold. So what would I tell myself if I were sitting out there with you today about what I've learned so far as a professional and as about a person? First of all, I guess I would say have an enormous appetite for life. The days, the weeks, the months, the years, they go by so fast. Savor them. You've gained so many valuable tools for your toolbox of life here at Loyola. Make the most of each and every one of them. I would also say strive to be a civil person. Even faced with incivility, and you will face that. That's the true test. Remain civil. Work diligently. I've had a number of jobs over my career, and I've learned from each of them. Presently, I am the Director of Community Affairs at the Illinois Housing Development Authority, or IDA for short. Think of IDA as a bank with a mission. I like to say we engage in the business of compassionate capitalism. Professor Tassos Maliaris instilled in me an appreciation for the impact and importance of monetary policy and asset pricing. And in my field, the impact on interest rates on the mortgage market and investments is very important to understand. And at Loyola, I also developed an interest in macroeconomics, particularly how various economic factors impact people's lives and their communities. Why is this important to me? Because I see great disparities in communities around us, and a need for much work to be done. And driven largely by Professor Marianne McGrath, I developed an appreciation for how important the variable marketing plays in the business equation. To understand the importance of communicating one's objective and understanding consumer behavior has been critical to any success I've achieved. And understanding data helps drive the missions we tackle at IDA. For example, according to the Joint Center for Housing Studies at Harvard University, over 50% of American renters are cost burdened, meaning they pay more than 30% of their income for housing. So these households have little money left over to pay other basic necessities. Think of food, healthcare, transportation. In searching for housing that they can afford, families may live in substandard, inadequate housing. This exposes their children to serious health and safety hazards that can undermine their current and future cognitive well-being. And did you know the #1 environmental illness of children is caused primarily by lead-based paint in homes? And this is startling, 75% of homes built before 1978 contain some form of lead-based paint. I had the pleasure this last year to cross paths with Professor Anita Weinberg from the Civitas Law Center at Loyola's Law School. She and her students worked to pass Illinois' first prevention-focused legislation to protect against lead poisoning. And at IDA, we have the experience and the resources to create programs to address lead remediation in these homes. So I'm hopeful we'll be working on a program this year, putting people to work and making homes safer for our children. Inadequate housing can lead to a host of future problems: poor health, poor test scores, overall poor quality of life. As you can see, I'm a little passionate about our work. And these economic disparities and lack of opportunities shouldn't be so prevalent in our nation today, but they are. And I am proud to work in an industry that is trying to do something about it. I do believe from the bottom of my heart that business and social justice can play an interdependent role in our society. And our work at IDA, to me, is truly at the intersection of business and social justice. A healthy housing market is essential to economic prosperity of communities throughout Illinois, and IDA facilitates housing-related programs that help create a positive impact for these communities and the people that live them. Now, as you go through your work life, have you heard this one, that it's good to be a cheerful warrior? Well, I suppose that may be true, but I posit that at times it's constructive to be a respectful rebel. What do I mean by that? So, an example. There was a development project that I was working on that would have created hundreds of housing units, hundreds of jobs, and generated tax revenues for our communities at the height of the recession. Now, a few of my colleagues were against the project for various reasons, and their support was needed to get it through loan committee to advance the project. So as I was trying to decide whether just to let it die or to persevere, I decided to consult with one of my mentors, an older gentleman who I've called upon over the years, and flash forward and consult with them and their words of support. I persevered. The development was closed, and I was gratified that we were able to put multiple sources of financing together, over $150 million, repurpose a vacant and dangerous building, and create a troubled asset into a community asset. So the moral of the story is, don't be afraid to raise your voice if you think your position is just. Just make sure to do your homework first. There's going to be trying times, but persevere and keep a good attitude. Be confident. Maintain your humility and your decency. And seek out mentors at each stage of your life. Have a mentor and be a mentor. This is your responsibility and your blessing. And maintain a good circle of friends. And always remember to follow your heart, but take your brain with you too. Be a lifelong student. Never stop reading and learning. And not just social media posts. Put down your phones. Read books and articles. And on topics that are outside of your area of expertise. It'll make you a well-rounded person, able to carry on conversations with other professionals that you'll meet. And force yourself to do things that make you uncomfortable. That's how you grow. You're going to fall down. It's okay. What do you do when you fall down? Get back up. Volunteer for something that resonates with you. Maybe it's a children's charity or a cancer foundation. So many causes need volunteers. You'll meet people. Maybe you'll find your next job. You may rise from a volunteer to a board member. You'll meet board members from other fields, and you never know where that may lead. Maybe you feel passionate about an issue. Volunteer for a candidate for public office whose opinion aligns with yours, and vote. Voter turnout is dismally low. Democracy is not a spectator sport. Don't think for a moment that your voice doesn't matter. It does. Our communities need educated, ethical, hardworking people like yourselves, people with integrity, courage, and compassion. The author, philosopher, theologian, Dr. Howard Thurman said, and I quote, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And then go and do that. Because what the world needs is people who are alive. Ask yourself what excites you. I love to write and I love to read about issues that are important to me. And I love to travel. I can feel my pulse pick up when I think I have the right words together or I have a trip on the calendar. Ask yourself what makes your pulse pick up. And I suppose I'll end with this quote from arguably one of the greatest writers of all times, William Shakespeare, who said, "And this above all, to thine own self be true. When you look in the mirror, always respect the person looking back at you. And have fun. Congratulations, Loyola University Quinlan Business School of Graduates." It's up to you to carry the torch for the next generations, and carry it as a cheerful warrior, and when appropriate, as a respectful rebel. Thank you.
Before we continue, I would like to remind you of one line from Ms. Fioretti's speech. She said, "Put down your phones." I'll just put an amendment to it. At least put it on a silent mode, please. Okay. Right. The candidates for a master's degree will now be presented. Dean Stevens will make his recommendations to President Rooney, and she, in turn, will confer the degrees. I would like to invite Dr. Rooney and Dean Stevens to the podium.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the Quinlan School of Business please rise? President Rooney, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, Master of Science Accountancy, Master of Science Business Data Analytics, Master of Science Finance, Master of Science Human Resources and Employment Relations, Master of Science Information Systems Management, Master of Science Integrated Marketing Communications, and Master of Science Supply Chain Management. The candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees, and I recommend that the degrees be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the Quinlan School of Business and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois, and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of this university, I confer upon you the master's degrees for which you have been recommended. As a sign of your new academic status, please don your hoods. Congratulations!
The candidates for all master's degrees will now come forward by degree group as directed by marshals to be recognized by name. Dr. Stephen Todd, Associate Dean, will read the names of the candidates. Candidates who have not yet been taken out of their rows may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until the end of each degree group. Guests are not permitted to approach the stage to take photographs. Thank you for your cooperation.
Receiving the degree Master of Business Administration, Edwin Adamski. Korab Ameti. Sherry Idini. Esso Akune. Shah-I Alam. Ahmed Al-Rushudi. Nora Al-Shuwair. Rashunda Armstrong. Robert Bayless. Benjamin Bartz. Brett Bittove. Benjamin Borga. Erica Borgs-Miller. Jacob Brown. Nicholas Buto. Shu Yu Tsai. Daniel Cavero. Jin Chen. Rachel Brinkers. Michelle Clark. Let's congratulate these graduates. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Supply Chain Management, Ditron Corker. Courtney Calantuno Creasis. Lauren Cumbo. Victoria Darling. Keegan De Silva. Caitlin Denny. Inko Dokubo. Carl Drotliff. Shandy Ewert. Nathan Ferraro. Maria Galarza Carrion. Guillermo Garcia Munoz. Peter Gavrilos. Demitra Giannaras. Megan Gergetz. Andra Grisia. Paula Gutierrez. Jeffrey Hawthorne. George Botras Samuel Henry. Colin Horan. Kyler Jacobs. Jessica Jeffries. Juliette Christine Jesser. Sufia Kalim. Gurleen Kampor. Ebru Karapina. Lillian Kargas. Colin Clems. Matthew Collar. Ratinekvo T. Kang, John Katsiantos, Emily Lanzalata, Samantha Light, Ariel Leopold, Brett Lazard, Nathan Levins, Francine Lichten, Nangyi Lo, George Lofton, Savannah Losick, Juan Carlos Lozano, Gabriela Lunich, Curti Mann, Carolyn Martirano, Elizabeth Malero, Kristen Myers, Ariana Maska, Aparna Naratham, Sergio Castablanco, Emily Nordquist, William O'Leary, Morgan Olszewski, Brian O'Neill, Tyler Onstott, Chloe Palomba, Jennifer Parmentier, Forum Patel, Kunal Patel, Rishi Patel, Alberto Pia, Paul Perez, Zachary Perry, Lavina Pulwani, Juliana Piedner, Deanna Perpiris, Gina Puntini, Dina Puthenperikal, Silvana Quintero, Kevin Roussis, Ian Schaller, Tyler Schaller, Jacob Schiller, Mark Schlegeter, Jason Schwartz, Matthew Semkin, Grace Senef, Meghana Sharma, Kanitha Sith, Kara Sophie, Sarah Stewart, Judson Strong, Ariel Shuhadayana, Rio Tabrizi, Apiwat Tanasuanditi, Megan Tropito, Michael Tersi, Manami Ueda, Michael Usher, Michael Sexton Walsh, Liang Wei, Dustin Weiss, Derek White, Anthony Marcus Williams, Robert Wilson, Wei Jiang. Congratulations to these graduates. Receiving the degree MBA Healthcare Management, Sinead DeRose, Minza Durrell, Nalu Elmadani, Mohammed Umar Elahi, Kyle Lee, Melissa Manzik, Jennifer Scalise, Beth Zabinski. Congratulations to these graduates. Receiving the degree Master of Science Accountancy, Melissa Bruckner, Shinyun Kwai, Elizabeth Diamond, Tiana Dunbar, Xin Fang, Hayu Go, John Harrington, Yi He, Jackson Hodenicki, Carol Hu, Tsai Jiang, Jiaji Li, Siyu Li, Tixiang Yang, Yi-J Lin, Aaron Lindauer, Robert Morse, Summer Moser, Hosseid Ahmad Osman, Yu Chin, Qi Jing Ren, Sierra Ridge, Nicholas Sakellaropoulos, Robert Schnitzer, Aaron Schwartz, Xiaoxi Xian, Yuqi Xu, Suja Sibi, Bagdalet Smadiyarov, Hashiera Strong, Wenying Su, Pietro Suero, Skylar Taft, Jose Villagomez, Wan Wang, Jifu Wang, Bingya Wu, Lexia Shu, Xiao Shi, Shi Shu, Hao Young, Mang Yun Yue, Li Chen Jiang, Nedang Jiang, Ji Jiang, Yi Jiao, Zhulang Jiao, Jing Chong, Yin Ji. Congratulations to these graduates. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Business Data Analytics, Chi Do, David Easley, Lu Feng Li, Madeline Neufeld, Lan Nguyen, James Petraroso, Michael Wagner, Rosanna Wagner, Kunlathawat Wangwi Daanin. Congratulations to these graduates. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Finance, Scott Blyshchuk, Guzel Kalieva, Bradley Heron, Tyler Hines, Yi Jin, Christos Kokosis, David Martinez, Sarah Matzik, Chi Chi, Jessa Rapley, Christopher Renzel, Purnima Rora, Robert Spielman, Binhao Wang, Yangfen Wang, Jiao Wei, Yiyang Zhang. Congratulations to these graduates. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Human Resources, Tessa Bergmans, Alina Boyd, Camila Farias, Samantha Ariel Hyman, Raven Tashawn Johnson, Andrea Clare, Haminat Kolawale, Ramya Kamudi Mudhura Puntula, Sergio Medina, Hiba Mukthara, Leticia Nieto, Malay Shi, Ramakanth Talapragada, Chanel Thomas. Congratulations to these graduates. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Information Systems Management, Si-Yu Chai, Si-Han Yu, Pu-Hang Zhu, Yang Bui, Li Jie Chen, Xalie Ful, Irini Haralambopoulos, Waning Hu, Omar Khan, Ji Xi Li, Rachel Miller, Maria Elena Morales, Boyan Petrovich. Congratulate these graduates, please. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Human Resources, Sharon Rorangira. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Integrated Marketing Communications, Wenhan Yu. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Supply Chain Management, Nonyelu Chukwu Ogo, Ashley Dahl, Susanna Fernandez, Shin So. Let's congratulate these graduates.
Congratulations. The candidates for bachelor degree will now be presented. Dean Stevens will make his recommendations to President Rooney, and she in turn will confer the degrees.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the Quinlan School of Business please rise? President Rooney, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Business Administration Honors and Bachelor of Business Administration. The candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees, and I recommend that the degrees be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the Quinlan School of Business and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of this university, I confer upon you the bachelor's degrees for which you have been recommended. As a sign of your new academic status, please turn the tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard. And congratulations, graduates.
The candidates for all bachelor's degrees will now come forward by degree groups. As directed by marshals to be recognized by name, Dr. Susan Reese, Assistant Dean, will read the names of the candidates. Candidates who have not yet been taken out of their rows may be seated again. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until each degree group has been recognized. Thank you for your cooperation.
Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Business Administration Honors, Aaron Barnier, magna cum laude. Cece Belmont, magna cum laude. Jack Lawrence Bobrook, cum laude. Tessa Marie Bocol, magna cum laude. Cormac John Breslin, cum laude. Catherine Claire Cannon, magna cum laude. Samuel Barrett Comer. Cassandra Lynn Cumberland, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Cole Farquhar, magna cum laude. Lucas Raymond Gillius, magna cum laude. Jordan Christine Helms. Faith Allen Hemingway, summa cum laude. Alexa Rose Jackson, magna cum laude. Amelia Elizabeth Jerkitis, cum laude. Dimitri Alex Kalin, cum laude. Hannah Marie Kern, magna cum laude. Benjamin Reed Kilberg, magna cum laude. Joshua Richard Kraus, cum laude. Michelle Libby, magna cum laude. Omar Zaki Martini, summa cum laude. Jessica Mendez, magna cum laude. Robert Ian Millman, magna cum laude. Erin Marissa Morales, magna cum laude. Brittany Lane Presley, summa cum laude. Julia Schweizer, summa cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Taylor, cum laude. Kevin Ward, cum laude. Sazim Zamerbekova, cum laude. Dylan Michael Zernich, cum laude. Please congratulate these graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration and Accounting, Hosea Abundes. Henry David Albrecht. Robert J. Arling. Murat Sefa Aruta. Ileana Avalos. Troy William Emerson Borlick. Heriberto Bravo. John Breed, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Canavan, summa cum laude. Ian Sebastian Kuhn, cum laude. Michael Thomas Kriako. Kelly Rose Daniels, cum laude. Oleana Diadenko. Sarah Emanuel. Anna Fuchs, summa cum laude. Shivani Kaushik Ganti. Richard Albert Jevis, magna cum laude. Michael Lee Grace. Patrick Joseph Hall, cum laude. Patrick Mark Hargarten. Maya Lewandowski Hedstrom, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Herlihy. Julia Ann Johnzik. Joseph Stephen Jurgovin. Nicholas Paul Kester. Dina Kojonas. Joseph Peter Kramer, magna cum laude. Daniel Nicholas Crepu. Jeremy Patrick Kurtz. Josephine Marie Lindgren, magna cum laude. Natalie Lopez, magna cum laude. Sandra Mayer, summa cum laude. Kayla M. Manguni. Joseph Isidro Marinin, summa cum laude. Sarah Ellen Martel. Justin Kent Martinson, magna cum laude. Alexander Matthias. Sophie Meads, cum laude. Alexa Monarchek. Lindsay Moyer, cum laude. Jeremy Michael Neighbor, cum laude. Lindsay Ann Peterson. Maggie Lynn Powers, summa cum laude. Valentina Prado Contreras. Caitlin Michelle Rainieri, magna cum laude. Vitri Ruvi Chun Thrin, cum laude. Alexis Marie Ryder, cum laude. Marin Ruth. Andrea Peggy Siegel. Renee Silva. Douglas Robert Skinner. David Park Stoll. Ijia Soon, cum laude. Emily Zemania, magna cum laude. Nicholas Thomas Tindorf. Gabriel Constantine Verdadru, magna cum laude. Allison Miranda Wallachek. Chao Wang, magna cum laude. Megan McGuire Ward. Ying Yu. Zichen Yiu, cum laude. Hannah Zalisco, cum laude. Heshianzi Zhang, magna cum laude. Xinji Zhang, magna cum laude. Let's congratulate these graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration in Economics, Ian Sean Bueller. Marco Vincenzo Kaleli. Mary McKenna Cotterman. Catherine M. Eaton, cum laude. Fiona Isabel Fay, cum laude. Gabriel C.D. Fleury. Rebecca Ann Flynn, summa cum laude. Giovanni Jaco, magna cum laude. Sydney Marie Granrus. Mary Page Hessen, cum laude. Christopher Ryan Hexamer. Nicole B. Karwowski, summa cum laude. Chuck Y. Lai. Liki Chun Lena Lee, cum laude. John Joseph McGarry. Angela Mejia, magna cum laude. Henry Tucker Midyat. Kenneth Mikhail Maleko, cum laude. Ikra Mustafa. Heather Rose Ogden, magna cum laude. David Ernesto Parazza Rosa, summa cum laude. Ivana Papratnek. Stephen James Russell. Gladys Sergeyev, magna cum laude. Shajay Shepherd. Alfonso Vaca Loyola, magna cum laude. Michael Demetrios Venados, magna cum laude. Emily Michelle Wassilis. Trevor Doran Wilson. Philip Alfred Zeller. Let's congratulate these graduates. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Business Administration and Entrepreneurship, Christopher Thomas Ariel. Alan Ellsworth Campbell. Kelsey Hellstrom, magna cum laude. Jessica Christina Husick, cum laude. Chi Te Kuo. James Anthony Pickard. Guillermo Oscar Kelmatz. Belinda Adriana Rubio. Mark Brandon Sirota. Jacob Ignatius Garwakan, magna cum laude. Cameron Carol Keenan Tim, cum laude. Jeffrey Robert Michael Wagman. Danielle Xenia Walker, cum laude. Let's congratulate these students. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration and Finance, Ashley Adams. Christine Addison. Brielle Ahi. Colin Patrick Angeles. David Alexander Arenas. Aswa Asaf. Colin R. Borns, cum laude. Sarah Bozovic, cum laude. Patrick Morgan Bradley. Matthew Ryan Brennan. Eric Robert Brodish. Nicholas Paul Castricone. Tiffany Tuet Mai Chow. Christopher Michael Vincent Clark, magna cum laude. Lauren Alexandra Cooper. Madeline Cruz. Austin James Kua. William Clayton Custer, cum laude. Jameson Dale. Elio Alexander D'Amico. Peter Denenberg. Daniel Diaz. Harris Dizdardovic. Kevin Duarte. Pastor. Matthew Felico. Kevin Ferreo. Jacob Augustus Garriup, cum laude. Jared Michael Gavin. Yuneli Godinez. Rachel Elizabeth Gomez, cum laude. Peter Andrew Hanks, cum laude. Evan Campbell Helfrich. Young In Ho. Nathan Alexander Hicks, cum laude. Besnick Hosen, cum laude. Marisol Indakochea. Ryan Jameson. Jeff Jendrick. Manuel Kakabadase. Brandon Kasem, cum laude. Mark Thomas Keegan. Kara Bridget Kelly. Amreen Khan. Jonathan Bates Kosa. Nicholas Kingsley. Chelsea Classa, magna cum laude. Megan Classa, magna cum laude. Claudia Knapp, cum laude. Thomas Elmer Coquine. Kevin Kozo, cum laude. Jordan Kung. Terrence Lalu, magna cum laude. Jordan Robert Lewis. John Michael Thomas Lee, magna cum laude. Ruben Alejandro Lopez. Marissa A. Lopresti. Matthew Robert Llewellyn. Marwan Maros, Drew Michael Majewski, Gurjeevan Mali, Andrew Joseph Mancuso, Jesus Martinez, Rene Fernando Miguel, Venkata Manvith Munagala, Mark Navolanik, magna cum laude, Alexander Ogle, Parth Panchal, magna cum laude, Karan Patel, Parav Patel, Marina Petrushin, magna cum laude, Sylvester Peedy, Roklu Angpui Ralte, magna cum laude, Alexandra Catherine Randall, Joseph John Randazzo, Ben Mark Richardson, Danielle Rogalski, cum laude, John Scoville, Prem Shah, Regina Singh, Alexander Michael Snyder, Alex Jonathan Somalski, magna cum laude, Nicholas Cameron Squire, James Michael Strauss, Suleiman Suleimani, Scott Nicholas Thomas, magna cum laude, Raimonda Vaichulita, Christopher Valles, cum laude, Stephen Leopold Vertebar, cum laude, Madeline Olivia Vankalite Wynn, magna cum laude, Brenna Catherine Waldschmidt-Gay, Chi Wang, Chase Williams, Patrick John Wisherath, summa cum laude, Alexandra Maria Ziogas. Let's congratulate these students. Receiving the degree in Bachelor of Business Administration and Human Resource Management, Kamal Afrikawala, Marie Gabriela Sanza, Caitlin Virginia Boyle, Ethan Setnar, Daniel Claggett, Natalia Delgado, Nabarina Garci Abadoya, Grace Lynn Goldensoft, cum laude, Rachel Lahacek, cum laude, Gabriela Papa, Lindsay Ariel Patlin, Molly Elizabeth Reber, cum laude, Stefania Tolari, Gabrielle Voitala, cum laude. Let's congratulate these students. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration and Information Systems, Mohammed Al-Anzi, Alexandra Amos, Alexander C. Bauer, magna cum laude, Nicole Schnick, Lindsay Brewis, cum laude, Daniel David D'Angelo, Teresa M. Davies, magna cum laude, Yesenia Del Real, Joseph Michael Pasquale DeFino, Francis Michael DeCipio, Maria Eleanor Dorumsgaard, Kevin William Ehlers, Anna R. Freitag, Chloe Kirsten Green, Daniel John Hansen Jr., Rahim Salim Himani, Alexander Stephen Hoped, Ryan Ripley Johnson, Inessa Marie Kolomayetz, magna cum laude, Rucha Kulkarni, Mason Jeffrey Lenz, John Ryan Martin, Michael Moorman, Samuel Alexander Mulrow, Margaret Catherine Nielsen, Patrick Nicholas Nosek, Mit Patel summa cum laude, Monil Patel, Taylor Rhodes, Robert Lewis Rice, Jamie Rohde, Samuel Schultz, magna cum laude, Jithika Seng, Antonio Aras Sorto, Camden Michael Stacy, Ryan Joseph Stahulik, Jonathan T. Stars, Brian Charles Thacker, magna cum laude, Carolee Trombley, cum laude, Mauricio Urigo, Jacob Sullivan Van Dyke, Vodike, cum laude, Samuel Anthony Wader, cum laude, magna cum laude, Amadio Zanotti, Melina Zekodish, cum laude. Let's congratulate those students. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business, Alexandria Elizabeth Armstrong, Anna Willis Bidu, magna cum laude, Bernardo Belloso Lizarzabal, Lauren Capra, cum laude, Giancarlo Castillo, Brandon Cepeda, Marissa Day, Avolin Dang Suvang, Megan Christopher Drucker, Varisa Elena Vasca, Vukisa Elena Vasca, Edmund Joseph Foodie III, magna cum laude, Jesus Garcia Fuentes, Francisco Hernandez Garcia Limia, cum laude, Kate Nicole Cavales, Sarah Isabel Lopez, Luke M. Majaritz, cum laude, Marissa Noel Milos, Lillian Wynn, Pablo Palacio, Delaney Perkins, Rocio Seaman, Louisa Slade, Jesus Andreas Velasquez, Tanya Vukasin, cum laude, Natalia Vichimowski, Jia Li Zhou. Let's congratulate those students. No. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Business Administration Management, Stephanie Marlene Bodine, Marina Banyats, Nicole Becker, Melissa Berta, Emily Carr, Laura Karina Castillo, Nicholas Dinardi, Miranda Scuta, Carolina Fernandez Piedratita, Lucas Paul Hetherington, magna cum laude, Stephen Walter Hornick, cum laude, Kevin Hugh, Bertha Jimenez, Cherie Kinnan, Jerry Kosiba, magna cum laude, Danielle Renee Lenner, Natalia Mahedo, Stephanie Michalik, Emma Jean Mitchell, Megan Marie Nadolski, Michael Leonard Eric Nadolski, Aaron O'Donnell, Grace Nicole Pecora, magna cum laude. Samantha Crystal Pitts, magna cum laude. Teresa Risco Modrono, magna cum laude. Juan Fernando Salazar. Diana Sanchez. Christina Sun. Alexandra Diana Watch. Lauren Weiner. Gabriela Wysocki, cum laude. Yulia Yorkiv. Let's congratulate those students. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing, John Robert Adams. Brian Paul Alfred Ahern. Maria Isabel Alamillo Bolano. Danielle Ostrico. Ariana Beller. Ashley Bennett. Benjamin Lloyd Bissell, magna cum laude. Matthew Jordan Blocher. Emily Lauren Brown, cum laude. Caroline Ann Casey. Kevin Frederick Casper. Leah Sishan. Jessica Soselski. Alexis Connell. Gabrielle Daniels. Taylor Elizabeth DiPola. Samantha Marie Dicko, magna cum laude. Pranjal Dubey. Yvette Dibus. Thomas Eo. Thomas Edward Frost. Evan Funk. Greta Darby Gooden. Alexis Nicole Gwizdak. Jana Habibovich, cum laude. Madeline Ann Heller, cum laude. Lindsay Marie Herget. Jennifer Herrera. Lauren Rose Holstead, magna cum laude. Montserrat Ibanez, cum laude. Alejandra Cristina Jimenez Lasso, cum laude. Shabar Kamperwala. Further. Taylor Spencer Carnett. Mairead Kennedy. Emily Claire Conchin. Claudia Condosio, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Marie Cracklow. Kaylee Virginia Kreutz. Emily Lang, summa cum laude. Diana Lee, cum laude. Nicole Marie Loduca, magna cum laude. Christian Lopez Escorcia. Catherine M. Lawrence. Juliana Maya Braga Borges. Claire Catherine Majewski, cum laude. Carolina Guadalupe Martinez. Emily Bryn McCoy. Marilee Bell McHugh. Molly Elizabeth Messner. Erin Monsalud. Samantha Audrey Montgomery. Claire Mooney. Lauren Teresa Morrissey. Jimena Navarro Azcaraga. Oliver Andres Nino Bezarra. Rachel Grace Odenthal. Rachel Ann Keenis Oliveros. Evelyn Orozco. Cameron Paul. Alexis Nicole Peck. Summa cum laude. Anna Jillian Pristak, cum laude. Paul Lawrence Quinn. Hannah Rose Marie Riley. Darren Susan Robinson, cum laude. Marissa Rochi. Chris Landed Rotundo. Connor Robert Ruddy. Catherine McLean Saylor, Melissa Salinas, Jacob Selsky, magna cum laude, Julia Sidovaska, Alan Joshua Sorsby, magna cum laude, Patricia Sporschil, Kyle Starenko, Brittany Ashley Svoboda Zolt, Gabriella Nicole Tigum, Nicholas Adrian Valdez, Aaron Elizabeth Vanderberg, David R. Van Skoyak, Blanca Lucia Vega Silva, Vincenzio Vitali cum laude, Emily Elizabeth Wagner, Anna Cecilia Wassman, summa cum laude, Anna Marie Welty, Julian Zach, Mindy Zhang, Vincent Vito Zygmuntovich. Let's congratulate those students. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration in Sport Management, Daylor Thomas Amoroso cum laude, William Dunn Bucky, Catherine Marie Grawl, Nicholas Anthony Notardonato, Gareth Silva, Jessica Kathleen Stade, Daniel Joseph Westfield. Let's congratulate those students. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration in Supply Chain Management, Catherine Jane Evans, Sydney Rose Feller, Brian Joseph Glatz, summa cum laude, McLean Sophia Jazzo, Aaron Donovan Koopman, Madeline Marie Lukamaski, cum laude, Brandon Alexander Ross, magna cum laude, Ryan Frederick Schmitz, summa cum laude, Kyle A. Thompson, Sifan Wang. Let's congratulate those students. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Business Administration, U.S. Europe double degree, Pilar Augusti, Alvaro Bofetta, Paula Claudia Ramirez, Pilar Cuerda Jimenez, Teresa Jimenez, Alberto Hernandez Reguera, Marie Pablo Romero, Paula Pujadas Perez, Marta Rodriguez Vizcaíno, Isabel Maria Ximenez de Embon Chauca. Let's congratulate all our undergraduate students.
Congratulations. Following the closing blessing, please join the graduates for reception on the West Quad. We ask that you remain in your seats until all graduates have exited the auditorium. It is now my privilege to invite Dr. Joanne Rooney, President of Loyola University Chicago, to the podium to offer a few remarks and a final blessing.
Graduates. Now that sounds terrific, doesn't it? Today, you join a long line of world changers. The 480-year-old Jesuit mission, established by St. Ignatius of Loyola in 16th century Europe, Ignatius and his colleagues committed together to propagate a faith that included art and science, along with reason and rhetoric. Bringing these seemingly disparate disciplines together is integral to faith and to understanding God and all creation. The mission of these early Jesuits focused on creating not only good students, but also good people. They invented a system of learning that blended and balanced research and study, contemplation and conversation, both with active engagement in the world. For Ignatius, grounding this Jesuit mission in education was the most effective way to bring good into the larger world. He reasoned that educating good people is necessary for supporting an engaged and good society. Today, we call this civil discourse. It remains at the heart of Jesuit pedagogy and the heart of our democratic system of justice. This is the tradition in which you have been educated. This is the tradition that will continue to challenge you. Your collegiate and graduate school education will help you make a good living. However, your Jesuit education will help you make a good life. More importantly, as you become women and men for others, you take with you today not just new levels of expertise, but a method of learning, a moral compass, passion and compassion that will enable you to make a lasting difference. There has never been a greater need for this type of leadership. In fractured times in which rancor seems to outshout reason, your Jesuit education provides balanced and multi-layered skills of continuous learning, thoughtful analysis, and respectful discourse steeped in consideration for each and every individual. These days, building businesses and building a career in business is as much about creating community and social good as it is about creating value. In this regard, your Jesuit education will serve you well. Today, we celebrate your accomplishments at Loyola, and perhaps more importantly, anticipate with hope the accomplishments that will be yet to come. Today, you begin to author that new chapter, that new book. You will go forward to help others achieve their goals. You will conceive and form enterprises that have both commercial and social benefits. Some of you may work in roles in industries that do not even exist today. But we know one thing. You will help communities innovate, succeed, and thrive for all. Today, with our hearts and certainly with our hopes, we honor and celebrate you, leaders who will go forth and do well in a multitude of ways, united in a commitment to serving others and building a better world for all. Yes, finding ways to set the world on fire. Before you go, I would like to offer one final gesture of respect and gratitude. Graduates of Loyola University Chicago, I tip my hat to you. Congratulations. Now, graduates, we will ask you to remain seated just for a few more minutes. Everyone else, please stand if you are able and extend your hand over our graduates for a final blessing. The blessing is located on the last page of the program book and will also be displayed on the screens. May God bless you and sustain you on this, your graduation day. May the creator of this vast universe keep you safe as you go forth from this place that has nourished your mind and your soul. May the Almighty look down upon you and give you success in all your endeavors, courage in all your struggles and challenges, understanding in all that is new to you, wisdom to choose what is right and do what is good, perseverance in all you undertake, serenity and peace in the knowledge that you are not alone, that you are loved. May the Lord of all look kindly upon you this day and forever. Amen. Congratulations, graduates.